out.
This is what it all comes down to. What happened on map number 1 stays on map number 1. What happened on map number 2 stays on map number 2. This is the only thing that matters. The decider.
D-Hut's having his impact. Hades was spectacular.
Here we go.
And they are going to need all 3 here on Nuke.
Oh man.
Dualies on Kyler and fast-paced.
We need a strong start.
Falcons.
They have just been so good on pistol rounds
today. 1-to-1.
Unstoppable.
Oh man, Hades, you're so good.
Time, it is Hades who has
One
become
more.
the heart of Ents.
Classic RL Dodge. Richtig, Hades. I fucking love you, Hades.
This is more like it from Ents.
Oh my god.
The first round of Nuke is looking.
Oh baby! Is that our first pistol?
I
swear we've lost all of them.
And it's gotta feel rough if you're Falcons. They've been on the receiving end this time.
My days.
Finally a pistol round for Ents. Finally they get a start in the lead.
That was
and
first one.
just dominance. Hades picking up right where he left off. Brilliant triple kill outside.
Ents have dominated every single one of these. But Hades, they talked about him not being a big game player. That's part of the reason he wasn't put into the Ents team for long. He was removed, he was replaced.
Yeah, well, he's had some time off.
He's so cool.
Since then, he's delivering today on the stage, looking for those semifinals. It's 1-0, and we're not going to get the force buy from Falcons. They're content to descend into just Deagles. No armor. Nade damage is massive.
Oh, it's beautiful. And we talked about how D-Haw is struggling over on his CT roll and overpass. Well, on Nuke, he's kind of carved out one of his own play styles, which is being disruptive towards outside.
I'm closing the prediction now. Last chance to enter.
Towards red.
On his stack.
Yeah, but they got to be careful. You can get really discombobulated on Nuke. You can get really disorganized quickly with some of the fast-paced rounds that'll surely come out.
One of my favorite
For the
words.
moment, Hades happy to have an eye outside with no support. He's got a teammate in mini in case they try and turn in.
He's got to be feeling so full of confidence right now, Hades,
just
after a
pistols,
map like that. To kick off the pistol with a 3K is the dream beginning.
Nice, Hades.
Got to be careful they don't drop the ball to the pistols here of Falcons, because they've actually got on by a couple of these crosshairs. But once again, it's Hades stepping up, and D-Hut's with him, but now just slips on through
just
the net.
1v2, has an M4.
And he's got a weapon to play with now in a 1v2. Let's not count him out of this situation, because he definitely has a chance now with the premium rifle. It's the health that worries me. And he's got to be instant on this kill on his former champion in-game leader, and it hasn't connected on the first time asking. And in fact, it will never connect.
Pretty costly though for us. I think Falcons is going to be more than happy with their production with just Deagles. Magisk was brought down to that HP from the gate early on in the round and still nets himself 2 kills. So a lot
He's going to be top fighting on all 3 maps.
Falcons going to pick up the AK-47s.
And for the first time, sincere chance of Polsko Gurom ring out around the spot egg, because
why did you say it like he's British, bro? Polsko Gurom.
Here comes their first challenge on Nuke.
Ooh.
They smoke out Heaven. Suggests perhaps a quicker maneuver towards outside.
Nice
Hades is going to dive down into main. And Sampais is the man at the front of the pack, and he's got the bomb on his back.
That smoke was so sexy.
Big fight for Hades to win, but he's caught in the open. A double peek. D-Hut get nothing done. Even when you add Goofy into the equation, it changes nothing.
Bring it back. Kyler and
Glaive now a 2v3. It's going to be the sprint down the lower bomb site for Falcons. Glaive is trying to get there before them.
2 kills.
He might even get there before them.
And Glaive will win this.
Is now holding
Kyler.
And Sampais gets no step closer.
Come on, come on.
Glaive is looking to give Ents the perfect start to take out this gun round. Magisk is below.
Oh, Magisk, don't let the crowd
detect him. He's starting to read.
Come on. Without crowd, he would have had that.
Despite Glaive having the up on him, Magisk still stays in that position. And Kyler descends down the ladder, now detected and double peaked. Magisk comes in, and it will be Falcons to collect their first gun round.
I'll tell you what, Glaive's trying to use the roar of the crowd to give him a little bit of information. He thought Magisk was going to be behind that smoke. His aim got pulled away. Glaive gets a little bit fooled in that situation, but good trading outside. The follow-up peaks from Ents can get absolutely nothing done. And it's good to see Sampais having a couple of impactful kills here in that round, because he had a real tough time on overpass. We saw frustration, we saw anger, and we saw him lose out to Hades, his counterpart on Ents. 0-6 in head-to-head duels for the Alpers on overpass. And Sampais surely wants to change that here in map 3. And an on-fire Sampais is a sight to behold. It's a timeout from Ents.
But why is the song then easy for Ents and not easy for Ence?
As humanly possible.
What's the correct way? Hello? or was it American people making the
Throughout
song?
this tournament, it has been a cool, collected sort of facial expression on Kubin.
It's both?
Now inside of the arena, much more intense look upon his face. He realizes now there's an opportunity.
Because the chance.
Especially a map 3 of this
Wait,
series
I get
to
it.
make this run happen.
Also, the chant would be
ENCE.
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 Yeah, that's dumb as hell.
ENCE can do with the force buy. We see it earlier on overpass, be able to pull something off like this, but it's quick through round, and Goofy's the player that has to make sure it happens with that 5-7. Glaive is overrun, and he was the player with the rifle, the player you want to step up, and
Goofy, my G.
is murdering them once again. And there's just too many angles to worry about.
It was just our full investment.
It's not a position to find yourself in if you want to win it.
That second player coming in around.
Put some respect on Finland, bro.
No. The M4 can't double up.
Actually, yes.
Finland is cool. Mattern after his double kill.
Not as cool as Sweden, though.
This should pretty much be the round. I think ENCE will be happy to back off and maybe go for some exits. Maybe see if they can obviously recovered scout is quite nice. If Dia can hold on to that, it'd be a thing of
oh my god, somehow
I've never been to Finland.
The timing is absolutely perfect for Dia. He's actually going to slip on by. It's so awkward, but he's making noise now, and surely he gets checked. Surely he gets found out. He will eventually. It took some time. He was protected by something greater. Kyler descends down to the
Finland
floor,
actually
and
better?
He's going to be saving his 5-7.
Sweden was amazing.
It was a force by ENCE.
No way it's better.
But didn't come too close to picking it up, Jason.
No, they needed more out of that M4. Always going to be a tough thing. They had the stack in the right place, just couldn't convert.
Wow.
This is going to get interesting. You know, Glaive mentioned the group stage for ENCE when they qualified for the Spodek. He said that felt for some of the players like it was lifting the trophy, like that was the championship, just getting into the Spodek. Well, now you have this new challenge, and once you're in this situation where you actually can make it to the semifinals, even deeper than you could have ever dreamed of coming into this event with a new lineup. That gets
it's a very city-sided map.
That's a lot more energy that just gets burned as this game goes on.
And Diha was saying that as well in the interview we gave just before this matchup.
I want like 9 CT rounds.
So much energy to get into the arena that last game versus
7
he knew they fell flat. They didn't have it in them. They didn't have enough energy to keep going. And he was happy that match happened in the group stage, in a match that decided whether or not to go into the quarterfinals of the semis, rather than happening here in the Spodek. And they need every single piece of energy they can muster. Shots across the board. It rings out for Falcons. It's a convincing victory that'll take them into the lead.
If Hades saves the AK, it's a win.
And Hades will have a long time to try and save this AK-47. We'll see if Falcons is feeling motivated at all to go for the hunt. Doesn't look like it. Falcons going to be up 3-2 early on this T side of Nuke.
Bro, Sweden criminality is actually that bad, no?
For good reason on the storyline of
I thought that Lute was just tweaking, bro. That he was like scared of everything. I was like, yo, I checked on Google Maps like where we can go. There was like a swimming pool, right? And I was like, yo, let's go there. And he said, no, we can't go there. That's like, we can't go there. That's the wrong place. Bro, I was like, what? Like, I thought he was crazy.
They've had to pull out their socks. They've had to get into fighting form.
The nice thing is for teams like this, the deeper you go in the event, the more experience you're gaining, and especially for a team like Falcons,
I didn't hear any gunshots,
the greatest coach of all time, has a fantastic core that they brought over from ENCE earlier. They have Magisk as well, a 4-time major champion. Your improvement can be quick. It can be swift.
Yeah. They're worth their weight in gold, those official matches early on. And this Falcons team was put together for one reason, built for victories.
Here we go.
Whether or not they're a championship level team at the moment is yet to be seen.
ENCE!
And ENCE want to stop their run in the quarterfinals.
Making my own shot, bro.
Back here, ENCE. They've got rifles across the board. Hades on the AK-47. He was saved over from the previous. And this could be a classic snappy call. The pressure into this A-bomb site with flashes.
Yeah, they're going to try and bust in. Kyler and Goofy are in there for the defense. Hades is close by, up in heaven. No AWP in the field of play. No counter Molotovs to be thrown out from anyone.
They're going to bust.
They know there's smokes outside. They're going to buy them time for just a few more seconds. Eventually, the timing has to be hit. And Snappy's going to hear that re-smoke coming out. ENCE delaying with their final pieces of utility.
And this, I mean, all the upper defenders are going to be
here we go.
There's nobody outside.
And look at the setup designed to deal with this. Goofy.
Oh, line up.
kill swiftly, removing the
Man.
weapons of Boros and Magisk and Goofy.
It's flawless. If Maiden wins this, $1,000 giveaway. What now?
For this one. It's a 1v5.
What are you gonna do, Maiden?
And they've already made the rotation.
You're gonna plant the bomb and kill all 5 of us?
This round. Madden's gonna put that bomb, at least fake plant it. It's a good headshot on Clay, but he hears the stomp of the players arriving down the vents. And surely do not let this one slip.
No chance.
He's coming back into position.
Bang!
And finally, from one of the angles that Ents have taken up, they will secure the round that ties up the game again.
And Glaive's pressure, even
the way he's clapping,
prevents
bro.
Madden from getting that bomb plant, prevents extra money from flowing into the
thinks he's
pockets
the
of
Pope.
Falcons. They're going to be fine in this one.
21-37.
Shipping away at the money. 5 AKs on board. Falcons just execute a little bit early before that smoke plumes, and Kyler's able to take advantage.
I'm learning, huh?
And then the pressure will start piling on Snappy to continue finding calls that keep Falcons competitive. The buy still stands, but that can quickly fall away. Boros heads outside.
Here we go. Full AKs on
Smokes are up.
Falcons.
It's not the prettiest smoke execute. It has actually left a huge gap towards Main that Boros was hoping he could use in his favor. But
Nice
look
shot
at this
timing.
from Boros. So elusive.
Oh, hello.
D-Hot, and you can't get past the destroyer. D-Hot stands behind the smokes. His teammates will start to have a look with him, and Diha's just changing position multiple times, worried about being pushed, but it's a flank from
Nine,
Surprise
didn't
to
see him.
being detected, but Diha steps back and steps to his death.
Yeah, they lost track of it entirely as Dia came out of Big Garage. And look at Madden. He's cleared the upper bomb site. So much attention was brought
Big
outside
Garage.
that Madden is
BG.
able to slip the net. And
Aware.
what can he create? Nobody shifting back. They've got to be so confused of where this defense is. Goofy over and Squeakdoor can stop them from progressing into the bomb site itself. There's no smoke to block it off, so Falcons have a tough read.
It's a difficult round here for the T side. It comes down to some crucial fights that will be fought inside of the lobby. And Goofy is that player. Goofy has to step up.
Come on, little goofball. You got this.
The time is starting to dwindle.
If Hades tries to get into the upper bomb site, he just climbed the ladder, he's in trouble.
Yeah, Madden's looking at it, and Hades
Come
doesn't
on.
overextend just
Yeah,
yet.
man,
That's the
bomb
fact
into his
that he
hands.
knows that's the bomb.
That's damage.
And it isn't the double.
2v3.
Madden does catch Hades unaware.
Fuck.
So confused as to
But
how
far
Madden
away.
is that deep inside of the A bomb site. But it's a golden ticket now for Snappy as he puts that bomb down and looks to close in this 3v2. And Senpais has a move from his earlier fight versus Diha. He's still in position. He's still in the fight. And they peek out to check him. They detect him looking the wrong way.
Kyler has a
was the
kit.
retreating maneuver from
Is it
Glaive,
on or
but
no?
with that kill, perhaps they have eyes on the prize yet again.
Glaive smoke.
They have a kit, they have a smoke. They need to get past Madden and Snappy.
It comes down to timing. Madden
Come on,
looks
come
up.
on,
He's
come on.
blinded. He looks
We're not
back into
checking,
it,
we're
but
not
it doesn't
checking.
matter. He's blinded, but he still will break them. Madden is having a masterclass inside of the spot deck.
It's so crazy. Like, I don't even think you should be that confused when the upper bomb site is devoid of defense for that long. Because Goofy has the angle,
Guys.
that's the only explanation. He didn't get there in a timing to
It's
see Madden
CT
slip
sided.
in, but that's just a time bomb.
This is
Isn't it? Madden sitting inside the site like this.
not looking good.
Oh, look at this. He even gets caught for the flash when he turns back into it, but
And this is the disorganization you can get into on Nuke. When your defense starts having to move as a new team, it's going to be one of the more difficult maps to get everyone on the same page of how rotations work, where you rotate to. Or is that going to create the gaps? And Ents is the first team to fall prey to it.
Madden
Lobby
lines
crunch.
him up, shuts them down, and now opens up that A bomb site. He's going to sprint through. He's got space to play with. And he was made for this stage. Boros looks up towards heaven, and it's Glaive that overextends, and Ents will now fall at the hands of a
Next round full buy. This is just an equal, bro.
cleave from Falcons.
Fucking A.
Hades comes up through secret. Boros is holding for that exact maneuver. And it's 5 alive for Falcons.
Well, let's see what Ents is going to decide to change in that outer defense.
Kuben,
Hades does
stand
have
up.
an
We
AWP
need to
now.
energize, bro.
It's an op with no armor.
Or do we have
So
a bad
we'll have to be
referee?
very cautious.
A good,
But
good,
outside seems to
aka
be
bad
where
referee, you
Falcons want
understand?
to start their rounds. They've been very aggressive and assertive, taking control of that part of the map and building on it from there.
Lock in,
Troubles
bro.
have been on the CT side for Ents. They win their pistol for the first time. It's given them the start they wanted, but now they've got to stay in it. They've got to stay in this half. Glaive changes it up slightly. it's a deeper angle being taken.
And it gives Glaive a chance to get aggressive from ramp room if he wants to.
Giggity.
On a timing he can push.
Family Guy.
Running in towards Kylar. It's a long and labored spray, but he eventually brings down his opponent with a sidearm. But Boros once again cuts through DHA towards outside. And Boros being in this position just starts to ask so many questions for ENCE. Where could you have lost map control?
Guys,
where could they be?
Are we getting
just doesn't know
Are
the
we getting
answers.
smoked on the side up?
Falcons saw where they want to attack.
Did we go all the way just to get crushed like we did on fucking Mirage? Inferno?
And that's going to force ENCE's hands. And that gives Snappy a lot of things to play with. Now that you're having success outside, you can kind of predict that ENCE is going to have to change things up, bring an extra body there, and that's where ramp hits are more effective. That's where upper buffs are more effective. ENCE are reeling in this third map.
And it's got to be
if Falcons makes it, I need Dunk to fuck them in the ass tomorrow. I need them. I need Dunk to dunk them. You understand?
It's going to be another round on weaker weapons.
And it's so much money built up for Falcons in this early going. It's been so dominant. They're sitting very nice for the rest of this half. They might not have to save a single time.
Here we go.
And ENCE this kind of shifts.
Fuck, man, but let's not even think about that.
Focus is on recovery.
Some of the problems for Team Falcons was the fact that when this roster came together, there's too many quote-unquote support players. Someone else had to step up and start taking some initiative,
to
start
own them
taking
in
some
CS,
space, and so far that has been Madden.
Madden's been great in this series.
We go.
He's very rarely going to be the guy who just kind of blows up on the scoreboard and drops 25 kills, but his aggressive plays, his map control, his impact is being felt in every single map.
DHA's invested the most. Everybody else with upgraded pistols with some residual cash left over.
Dutch always over-invests. I said it. I remember him force buying and then he's just dying first.
With a double on
Euro
the
AK
drop.
and shit. He wants it too much.
Towards CT. It's Glaive inside of hell. Glaive will fall upon his peak.
You can't force a win,
There's one on the CZ.
Gotcha.
And DHA has to step up from Secret, but he is silenced immediately by Boros. Hades now in the lobby, and it's Falcons up to 7.
We need to lock in, bro.
The pain continues, but it was about saving as much money as possible for this next round for ENCE.
Yeah, this has to be it for ENCE. This has to be the round you bounce back and scrape together these last two, and they have to get the outside yard under control. Boros and Madden are having their way with it. There's way too much success, way too much freedom out there that's being created. And I think this is finally the round ENCE kind of have to respect it a little bit more.
We need this round and the next one.
Definitely got to adjust.
Lock in, chat.
Utility does stop Snappy from getting into hot early doors.
What a cool M4, by the way. He scraped the stickers to make them silver.
The player to strike with that opening. And once again, we talked about how DHA could be having a better time on the CT side, but he's not. He's gone early. And that spam down from Goofy was damn close to getting the trade to even out these numbers.
But another pick, another first kill for Falcons comes outside, and this time they're going away from it. But if you're ENCE, I don't know what you do to recover it. Glaive's dropped into Secret, which leaves ramp wide open. Hades is going to call that out now. He cannot step into the flames and fight.
No shit,
There's nothing to stop Falcons. They've got a clear path to the lower bomb site.
And Glaive has to rotate down early on.
You saved us so many times. You saved us from elimination against Astralis. Save us again.
There is going to be a moment. It's got to be greatness from Glaive.
I need a 3K at least, bro.
He stands.
And I will give you a Dobre, please.
Coming his way.
Come on, come on. Come on. Nice.
And he is down, and there's no way he can get away with that. Snappy clears him instantly. Glaive without a kill. And this puts ENCE into a 3v5 and the bomb down against
Glaive
them.
is 3-9, bro.
It's another situation. It's another tough pill. It's another save.
It just brings you right back to Mirage, where Falcons have found this weak point, and they're just leaning on it. And I mean, even this round where they don't actually go outside off the back of it, the fact they get the opening pick in that part of the map, it's so much control, so much information taken away from ENCE. And it's so early in the round that you can't really execute any protocols that you normally would.
I can't even hear the crowd anymore.
You can't do any kind of a lobby crunch.
They died.
Half has spiraled out of control for ENCE entirely.
Yeah.
Bro, they actually gave up.
Despite winning the pistol round, despite having the start to the half they would have wanted. The defense has been a disaster so far.
Bro, the vibes right now, what is this?
but there's still time.
What the fuck?
This was the opening fight. D-Hot takes a risk. Thinks he might have a fight up on top of Silo against a rifle, but unfortunately for him, he was staring right into the eyes of some pious.
And, Come on.
Final round of the first half, and Sunpius is feeling good. He's dropped down to the P90.
Excellent
That's going to mean an upper rush.
And it is,
wow,
in fact, that upper rush. The
P90 is crazy,
swings
bro.
out in the spot deck, and it's
Yes,
down.
yes, yes.
And this looks like a fourth round for us.
Guys, we can do this.
Just Snappy left.
We won this round flawlessly.
It's a classic call from Snappy. He loves to throw them in.
We fucked
the first
up.
time you see the full upper bust to close
we can
the
recoup.
half, it gets stopped.
We can pull it out the coop out of the lot.
And
You
it's a
understand?
good call, too, with how much conditioning they've done to this ENCE defense to expect something
Lock in.
outside. Unfortunately, ENCE gonna have a big hole to climb out of in the second half. Snappy goes down last. It's 8-4 in the favor of Falcons. Elimination on the lines. The semi. What can they bring to bear? T-side nuke attacking into Falcons.
Did that sound weird? I was trying to make a joke.
T-side is where they have done their best work, and this commitment through
Let's-
the ramp, it is quick.
Oh,
It could
man,
be a
those shots
knockout
are
punch to
disgusting.
Boss, and he sees all he needs. He's going to run down into that bomb site at B, and he's not going to be
Lock
alone.
in.
He has some teammates down there with him, so I'm going to slow it down here, ENCE. They're not going to fall into that trap.
No, this is a great slowdown.
That was
this is a great call
terrible.
from Glaive to just pause here for a moment, catch your breath. You force the defense to shift. You force them downstairs already. Now you can take your time. And at this point as well, you know there's likely to be a second player.
Glaive.
You're expecting the resistance.
You're primed for it, but are you able to deal with it? It's the question. Sunpius taken down low, but he still stands tall with one.
We need to kill balls.
Oh, he's
Nice.
in darkness, shrouded by it with one headshot still connected.
3-3.
There's no room to plant just yet, and Madden has made no
Oh,
secret
thank you,
about his
Kyla.
position coming through.
Guys,
the
we need that pistol and we get it.
decontamination door. That kill has opened things up. It's allowed a new access point, but they fly up the ladder, and Falcons are back in position just in time.
Yeah,
Not
but
yet.
Magus
Bro,
has
it's
moved outside,
over.
so he's not going to see them drop in.
Wait.
They're still not sure where the finishing play is going to be. Madden went back downstairs just, to be honest, at both bomb sites. And Magisk is trying to win this by positioning.
How long is Kylar going to look at this? How long is Kylar
Yeah,
going to consider
crowd
the
helps
flank
Kyla.
of Magisk?
Kyla, bang.
And then around the corner, it's
Oh,
going to be the
I
headshot
told you,
for
bro.
Kylar. And just Madden. And we know
No
how
kids.
insane he's been already in this quarterfinal.
Come on.
But this is a step too
Double
far.
peek him, dead.
This is
Bang.
not going to be happening
What?
for him. So
What the hell is that?
my
What is that?
Madden, that is just broken ENCE apart. That is just one of those moments you cannot get back.
That just crushed.
Oh, you can't
It's
recover
so
from
over.
That has quieted down the whole arena. That is an unlosable round.
That is just, oh my, sucking the life out of the team. How has he done that?
An absolute miracle in the quarterfinals. Madden in this
Oh my.
series has been so spectacular, and that's one for the highlight reel. 16 and 6
The
for
whole
Madden,
arena just,
and he's got
he just shut up
Falcons
the whole
back,
arena, bro.
running away with it.
For a
Piling
second.
on ENCE.
Oh, man. I can't believe it.
But still, the crowd
Why would you
stand
guys
with
say
him.
it's over, bro? It was a
Another pistol
2v3.
round loss. This time done in the most maniacal fashion.
Oh, man. I can't.
Snappy
I
coming up
can't,
through
bro.
secret stairs. He's about to have an early fight versus D-Hot, and he's got it.
Daicha's tilt.
That's D-Hot down.
You're gonna see Daicha like
And ENCE will have to
Shiro
suffer the
AK
rest of
and
this
stuff
round.
and then
4
die
players
first.
versus 5. They're attempting to trade,
trying
they're
too
attempting
hard,
to
bro.
split. They overwhelm Madden this time around.
we need to lock in, bro. We need to play as a team.
Snappy
Okay?
is taken out of play by Hades. This could be a great answer back for ENCE after having an absolute
man.
nightmare in the previous. To come back swinging into this.
Yeah,
But
come
it
on,
has
come
to
on,
be
come on, come
Goofy,
on.
and he's-
Thank you, Goofy. Thank you, thank you.
The grid has shut out to heaven, and that gets them back into this. That brings life back into ENCE.
What a rebuttal. Goofy steps up again just like he did on Overpass with an important clutch there. 1v2, and he nails the shots.
Oh, man. Yeah, yeah. What a
Brings
boss.
some much needed life
What a
back into
boss.
ENCE, and it's Falcons onto pistols.
Yeah, just pistols here for them, and we know how sharp they can be on those. We just seen it a few rounds prior from Madden.
That's what you call a Goofy peak.
Let's have to run with this now. Deha pushes behind
the SmackDown is so sus.
smokes, and he's not making any.
Bro,
He
Dive's just getting fucked.
shifted for a little longer because these
Guys, we can't be losing the pistols.
again. Ents are broken surely this time. Hades and Kylar left in a 2v5. No, 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 Ents. Not like this. They dug so deep to find a way back into it again, and it is snatched so cruelly from their hands. Hades considers the push to the T-roof. Kylar's going to clear it.
That's a freebie.
That's mad and gone at least, but they need much more. 4 more, in fact, and a minute to do it.
It's still possible. Bomb is dropped at red box. Everyone knows it. Boros is outside with Sunpius and Snappy. Magisk will be there very quickly from vents. But Hades, if he can pick one off before committing.
If they can 1v3 us, we can 2v4 them, you understand?
Lost timing here on the peak. He does just get behind red. Before that peak from Snappy comes on through.
He saw, no?
And look at that. Magisk inside.
Both positions are known, 2v3.
And he's caught a glimpse of his opponent moving towards main.
No rifles on Falcons, it's doable.
Hades has been collected. Magisk finally breaks open that vent, breaks open Kylar, and they're about to break Ents here on the spot deck. Hades has to clutch this, and Boros brings him down. Pistols are their bane in this moment, Jason, and it just isn't looking good for them.
Look, let's be real. There's nothing special to any of this from Falcons. This is just Ents squandering every opportunity to come back into this third map. The 3v1 in the pistol round where they cannot complete the kill, where they try and aggress upon Madden, and all of them fall. They get saved by Goofy, and once again, just walking into the 5-7. Heartbreak after heartbreak for Ents, and
bro,
they are not.
They still have all timeouts. This is a celebratory timeout. They have no time to use them all, lose.
For Falcons in the lead, they're more than happy to exchange blows 1 for 1 as they get closer to a quarterfinal victory.
Yeah, they don't have the playbook to go back into. They don't have a deep one to find the answers, and it looks so easy for them at the start of this round. Deha looked like he had safe passage to secret.
Dude, are you hearing yourself, bro?
But he makes steps at the wrong time.
Never heard anyone say it like that, bro. That's crazy.
Cost him his life, and then from that point onwards, it's absolute carnage.
Bro, I'm pissed, bro. I'm pissed. I'm actually pissed. Nice
the start they need.
Somehow.
It's one of many. Ents will hope. As Hades sends that deagle through, Snappy's pushed towards red.
Deha needs to find his old in-game leader.
He does.
I'm not hating, bro. I'm witch hunting.
He's the only one outside for the moment, so he's just watching for some kind of a push. He's going to bide his time and wait for Ents to take attention elsewhere on the map. Question is, where do they want to go?
Fucking
A little bit of utility. Glaive is going to throw an outside smoke to help his teammate. Meanwhile, they creep closer to ramp. Boros is going to have a chance for impact.
Snappy pushes outside. Deha has to sink this one.
Okay.
Eventually he does it. Boros holds.
Oh my god.
Can't get around the corner without hitting a dig.
Come on.
Has come to clean them up. It looks like they
1v1, 1v1.
Glaive. Because Glaive has suddenly found himself in a clutch up against the greatest that Spain has ever had.
Crowd factor come in.
You got 4 major trophies on the other side of that. And in this situation, I think Glaive is someone you'd want in this 1v1 to keep Ents alive. I can't believe they keep fighting back into these rounds with almost nothing.
Ents the calmest on the team, that's for sure.
Is the time on the clock, 30 seconds. Glaive doesn't have all day.
Yeah, he has to get that bomb back, and Sunpius is starting to consider multiple different positions because he has no idea where Glaive is coming from.
Oh,
absolutely no idea, but he's about to find out.
He saw the bomb.
Have a look, and Sunpius hears the noise of the crowd, and now he knows exactly where his next target is.
36 HP, 1 headshot.
And he
what is that?
Out, composed
nah, and he died to the net, didn't he?
Sunpius stepping up and cleaning up. He might have just done it for Ents. He might have broken them at the most brittle point of this game.
And for how much of a struggle Sunpius had on overpass, he's stepping up here on Nuke. Dangerous situation. Yes, it's against pistols, but they're being overwhelmed, and Sunpius puts a stop to it all. Triple kill over in ramp room, a good rotation, a good read of what's coming.
Well, they fought hard in every single round despite the weapons that they have. So ENCE coming back into it again. Tech9s, their last stand. ENCE sprint out through the doors. Goofy running with it.
For Poland, wichtig. Come on.
Yeah,
Nice. Let's get the bomb down, please.
Assassinates Madden towards the back of the bomb site.
No lucky smoke kills, please.
Now there is a chance, but Boros got the flank.
It's just Boros.
He's got this play in. He's created space. And he's got the sidearm. And despite ENCE getting into the bomb site, they do not find the plant. And Diha is put in a clutch again. This time a 1v3.
This time he's got the bomb at the very least. Doesn't have to worry about picking that up, but unfortunately...
He's gonna go for this.
There's so much pressure on this round.
Never mind.
Falcons would be on series point, quarterfinals point if they win this. This would have to top even Madden's clutch in the pistol.
He can win this.
He's got room. No one downstairs. He's got space. He doesn't realize it yet. But at some point, you just have to plant the bomb and
somehow
hope
we
nobody
need a
peeks and
miracle
go from there.
We need a Bober miracle.
To be the first Polish team in 8 years to make it here to the Spodek. They don't want to go out like this. So Diha has moved into position to assassinate Boros and collect an MP9.
Bro, his heart rate must be so high.
And this now flips the chances
Probably tight hold on
increasingly in the
heart rate,
favor
bro.
of Falcons because it wasn't the weapon Diha wanted.
185 at least.
It's only the little sidearm.
He sticks it.
And that defuse is being stuck all the way.
Ah, play time.
The Tech9 gets another.
Snappy knows him like...
Snappy's going for it.
Dude, chill.
Oh, he's got it. He's forced Snappy
Oh my
away.
God.
He's
A 1v3 pre-plant. That's a Polish miracle.
Hometown Hunter slays a Falcon.
11-6. Diha keeps him alive for the moment. How close are these rounds? The heroics from both sides.
I can't believe Diha is able to pick it up on the Tech9.
It's brilliantly played.
That's a miracle.
It's brilliantly played the way he lures them out. Falcon's not sure which side of ramp room
Stop snapping, come on.
And yeah, they've got a lead. Yeah, they're 2 rounds away from the semifinal, but every round is stressful for Falcons.
Goofy, bro, I like Goofy. Goofy is Goofy. But a boss. Last ENCE timeout.
We talked about them finding the fight.
I like this Cuban timeout. It's the best time to use it.
It's beautiful.
It's either
to
now
see
or never.
This team that's newly formed being able to dig this deep and have no quit.
And Falcon still has 2 timeouts. He knows we win another round. He gets another 3 timeouts.
They want to make this a true comeback.
Here we go.
String 2 together. Put Falcons back onto pistols.
Lock in, bro. Lock in.
Take the money away. And
Force buy on Falcons.
A little bit further.
M51S on Snappy. Scout on Sunpace.
We haven't even really played
Snappy
a real gun round
has
here on
5
just
kills,
yet.
and he said, "Yo guys, let me take the hero M4, please."
No, we have not.
What the
The
hell?
scrappy finish for a battle for a semi-final.
He saved? Well, the other guys have Kevlar.
It looked like the door
Main
was
has 20
closing
kills
for
in a
ENCE,
5-7.
but Diha swings it wide open.
This is what happens when everyone has millions on their bank account. It's ego is gonna come in. Smell me?
And this hometown team
This makes no
have
sense.
got more in them. 5-7 for Madden, takes a couple of shots.
Minute remaining.
They're going into Boros. This unproven player blisters a headshot right through Goofy. Sampayas comes over with a scout.
nine,
and despite having weaker weapons, Falcons are up multiple players. This will bring them to series point. This will bring them to semifinals point. And ENCE once again have to battle in the deficit.
Well, Diha playing an awkward game of chicken
2 of
in the
them are
men's.
so low on each
Gonna
team.
force Madden away. 2 players heavily tagged
good timing,
up as
good timing.
Boros comes
I
to
think that's
address
good timing,
ramp
no?
room. They're lurking into his position, and he's primed and ready.
Oh, he absolutely is. Deagle.
Oh!
Oh no! For Boros, it's a disaster, but for ENCE, it's an opening. And they're going to move down
20
into that
seconds.
bottom B bomb site. Plant will be secured. Glaive the man to do it. Madden hears that, and the door, because of the smoke, opens up the wrong way, so he can't swing out with it. He sends the flash in, chasing in with that 5-7. He now has to think about that damage being done to Glaive. He knows he's up towards the control room. Madden's chasing after them, but he's about to fight 2 players at the top of the stairs.
That's just 1v2. I'm scared.
Deals out that revenge headshot. And Magic has to fall away because ENCE are staying in this. ENCE are coming back.
Oh my days.
Well, now we got a game in our hands. ENCE strings them both together. Some real grit in this map so far. Another situation where ENCE claws back from the jaws of defeat.
ENCE! Ends. Yo, with me. Ends. Oh, man.
It's 7-11, 4 rounds away, Ents. And Dia again just being so good at finding a way to get his team back into these rounds. It was 3v5 at one point. The scout tags were a point of danger the whole time. And Dia's
Start snapping. Start blaming your teammates. Come on.
Whenever
I think your teammates did a mistake there.
Round 19.
Look what it's done to the Falcons.
5 and 10.
But as we've seen,
So wichtig. Nice, Kyler. Come on.
A knockout punch. This is a play they
Oh my God.
run
Yes.
on the group stage. And it's netted them some openings again. Kyler with a triple kill.
And here comes Glaive, but he's Zeused away. He's blasted by the electricity that Snappy has at the tip of his fingers, but he's gonna need a lot more than that, and Kylo just isn't
My
going to let it
days.
happen. Smiles creep on to the faces of
But that was just a
who would have believed
low
it
buy.
just a few rounds ago.
Now comes the fully.
And think of everything they've had to overcome. The Madden 1v3. The multiple 3v5s. Like they have fought back from every deficit. This is very impressive for Ents.
Kyler,
3
bro.
rounds back.
Lock in, man.
No op for Sun Pius on defense.
Oh, man. This is the full buy.
Kylar obliterated, half of his health gone.
Come on.
Wars jumps off that top box and goes down to B again. He has shown a willingness to stand and fight sometimes, but the majority of the time he's fine descending down.
Bro, I'm scared.
Because he knows his teammates are quite quick to make the rotation with him.
That Falcons
because
doesn't
he
have
didn't stand,
helmets.
because he just dropped immediately. This is pulled
We got
Madden
some
downstairs
Galils.
for the moment. This is no information over in ramp room. Falcons are operating under the assumption that Ents have control of ramp and could challenge downstairs, could challenge under
No
heaven,
kits on
and they're
Falcons,
dead
by the way.
wrong. It's pulled Snappy to have an off angle as well.
We just
There's
somehow
only
need to
one
get the
player
bomb
in
down.
the upper bomb site, and that's exactly where Ents is headed for the moment.
Falcons will not play for retake.
Ready to bust out.
It's time
Miss
to
Molotov.
bust. Oh no.
It's information
Miss
now
Molotov is
for
really
Falcons
bad.
as
That's
well.
really bad.
The
Because there's a
trajectory
guy
that
fucking.
Molotov was intended
Oh,
for,
and they're all
but
missing.
it doesn't
Who's
remove
throwing the
position,
Yuto?
and Magisk, who drops
What
down
the
into the back
hell?
of the site. Falcons
Not
up
like
2
this.
players. 30
Not
seconds
like
left to make
this.
this final adjustment for Ents.
It's toast.
And it's not done yet, Jason. Hades hits the shot inside
20
of the
seconds,
site.
bro, the time.
Madden's gone, but 20 seconds. Yeah, now we're starting to run out of time.
That's
That
bomb, that's
at
bomb.
the back of the pack. It is absolutely floundered at this point for Ents. Even if they hit the headshots required, they wouldn't have made it down in time.
We need
Hades
4
is just going
rounds
for
in
a
a
little,
row.
little stroll through the upper bomb site. Magisk never saw him on top of the hut, so we're going to save that AWP, but there's no strength in that hit. Ents did everything right. As weak a defense as you could have wanted at the upper bomb site, and they can't make their way in. Opening kill from Magisk and slides down to allow Snappy to take next contact. A beautiful little switch up. And Falcons now have 4 chances to eliminate Ents from IEM Katowice. To make it into the
Kuben looks
semifinals where
aware.
Spirit awaits.
No more timeouts, no more chiming in. It's just his boys with an impossible
The
task.
dream run to be here. And
Tech
Ents
9 on
don't wanna
Goofy,
go
Mac
out
10 on
just
Kyler.
like this. They fight for that opening kill. Hades looks outside, but no kill found from his initial attempt. First blood
It's
being
doable.
drawn as
Locked
the
in.
half health taken off Kylar, shaved away. Snappy looking to disallow positioning outside for Ents. Smoke lands up in the wall.
At least we're not going A and
So plenty of
miss our
space now to
utility
play
again, bro.
with for Ents as they move in behind them.
We should never do that shit
But
again.
if they want this A split to happen, if they want the position to fight for this round, they've definitely got to get across secret safely, and that's exactly what happens. They make 2 players down without being taken out. And Ents have a minute to play with now.
It's just Boros in ramp room as well. Nobody's
50
shifted
seconds.
downstairs quite yet. But still, you have the problem of the other prong of this attack having to
Main
be
has
with
a molly
you.
ready.
Little bit of pressure applied out Squeak Door.
Once he sees anything, Molly will go down.
Here comes the utility. The final movements perhaps for Ents. They don't want it to be, but it could be the reality of the situation. But Diha and Hades sniping 2 kills back into
30 seconds.
And Magisk once again pulled into the fray. His
Nice!
position up on top.
Oh my god.
He considers it. You can't play that position twice. You don't get away with it. And Boris rotates down to the ramp, spots them coming out. It's only 1 kill.
Just Snappy.
And Snappy's left a 1v3 ahead of him. And he's so far away from this, so he's saving into a spawn. And Ents do not die. Not yet. They've still got some life left in them.
Hades is such an important part of this team, and we're seeing him on the T side with the AWP find openings and 5 impact kills. Well, normally it's the AK-47 creating space.
Falcons knows that we don't know our A fucking bust utility, you know? We missed both mollies there, bro.
These tactics work. 9.
They know it's most likely going to end up on B.
Back, cutting into this lead as much as possible. Bomb goes off, and we continue round 22.
Here we go. 3 more needed for OT.
Falcons gonna buy right back into it. They've got cash. They've got money.
Of course they do.
I mean, Hades does everything to keep them in this, doesn't he? Great shot out towards the door. Considers Magisk being up on top again. And frustration for Boros as he just wants to finish it now. They want that semi-final. They want the opportunity to move through and face Spirit.
Free timeout for
Falcons
Kuban.
taking the second timeout, during which they've sold all the weapons they previously bought, so reconsidering with this 3
Yeah man,
that they can be patient. They don't need to force up. They don't need to stop them right here, right now. They need to set themselves up
Lock
for the
in,
long
Poland.
game.
Lock in, bro.
It's going to be an M4 in the hands of Snappy. But every round in this half has been contested from both teams.
No mistakes.
And Deagle's making their way into the Falcons' arsenal.
Saved M4 and Snappy rest pistols.
A hiccup here from Ents would be heartbreaking.
Come on,
would be
just has
crushing.
Kevlar, that's a little bit scary. Oh, he's going for this.
And if you're Falcons now, surely you've got the message that Hades off towards Squeak Door is going to be there time and time again.
Don't mess
Just
with
don't
it. Don't
explode.
even give it the chance. And Diha gets into position outside. Finally with some space to play with.
Oh god.
Fake
Okay,
into
he
the
doesn't have a
swamp
molly,
site.
that's good.
Madden's hoping he can catch something with a Zeus, but it's composed for Ents at the moment. They know they're up against a weaker purchase. And they know they've got time. So the outside smoke's deployed. They can activate Diha.
Nice, Hannes!
Big shot again.
Come on,
Hades
come on!
is the key to
No!
unlock these rounds.
I'm scared of Magisk.
Again for Ents. Magisk though with the Deagle. We've seen him do ridiculous things with
Don't
it
let
in
him
the
get this
past.
rifle.
Look how much
They respect it. They respect it, and that's going to funnel them back into the A play. And Madden's waiting for them.
Oh, man.
Zeus in hand, Snappy in the vents.
Perfect timing.
Away, and Snappy just got out of position.
Well, they're working their way in right now. Snappy's trying to bide his time, pick
Timing.
a moment. I think he's waiting for
Timing.
the Zeus from Madden to
Goofy.
do something to it. Goofy.
Oh! LOL! Get shot! Oh, I was about to. Oh my days. That's a tilt on Snappy.
Double digits. No quit in this team. And it's 12-10.
Dare I say it. But the bonus rounds start to come into
But
view.
that Falcon merch looks so cool.
This tenacious little Ents that could are not out of this game just yet.
Bro, these guys are
They're
tweaking,
pushing
bro.
everything. They're pushing Team
Mike
Falcons to the
glitch.
road to collapse here on Nuke.
Right in the ball sack.
Time opens it up. This AWP has been
Bro,
so
what's
good.
doing? What is he fucking banging, bro?
And now
That's how
pushes
it's
the
done.
follow-up push. Ents is in control. It's a 5-on-3.
If we win this round, they don't have a lot of money.
Inside of the smoke, Diha slips in towards main. Snap
Oh my God.
for him. Diha not looking
Come
the
on,
right
come
way.
on.
Can't deal with it. Is down. 4v3 off the back of that,
Come on.
so maybe still a chance. And
Oh,
Magis can
Magis
step
grinder.
up here for the Falcons.
It's the op though. It's Hades, ready and waiting, sees the utility, wants the follow-up peek. He's gonna try and timing shot. He's got defense.
Oh!
He's gonna step forward. And so
What? Collateral!
a double from heaven. And it's brought right back into a 2-on-2.
Just as you think Ence are ahead, there's a moment
Not like
again that
this.
pulls the Falcons back into it. But the timing, look at this. Cliff slips underneath.
Thank you.
The battle of the in-game leaders. The headshot
Bro, a collateral.
cannot compete. He cannot compete at all. Ence have drawn us to the brink.
Dude. There's no way.
That op
Money is
worth
not going to be good on
everything.
Falcons.
They must have it. 6 of the last 7 rounds for Ence. They have come storming back.
This is ridiculous.
It's overtime or a Falcons victory.
Don't fuck it up.
Crushing the dreams, 12-11. One final round to decide it all.
Please.
It looked like Ence were out of it. It looked like they were done, but their
His
absolute
voice
god
is going away.
has arrived.
It felt like they were done.
If he
It felt
casts
like they were
tomorrow,
gonna collapse.
GG.
It felt like it was just way too much to handle. For a new team, a young team, the team that we came into saying it
Oh
was
my.
inexperienced, but
Come
they're
on.
looking like heavy veterans today. Every single time they've had a response in a rebuttal, whether it's Goofy, whether it's Diha, whether it's Hades throughout this entire map.
Falcons uses their last timeout. 1 round till OT.
We need all 24.
Or the most devastating loss. 13-11 on Decider map.
And if you're Cuban standing behind your
This
team
is
at this
it.
point, you can barely watch. You can barely watch. Falcons down to MP9s on 3
This is it.
players. The momentum safely on the side of the poles.
Come on. 3 MP9s on the Falcons side.
Outside this time, 4 players. Crossing the smoke, no one from Falcons has vision. Sun Pius with that saved AWP. Oh, Hades.
It's okay.
Don't give him a second look, but Sun Pius is downstairs with an op ready
Oh,
to go.
come on, please,
Tobias
please. No.
is ready to
Refrag,
strike,
refrag.
and he'll strike true. You mentioned that AWP being
Please.
everything if Falcons are to stay in this
Glaive is
game.
our bottom fragger. It's okay. He's IGL.
Tobias
No,
has
now
made
he
it
can
work for
cook.
that first kill at least.
He's made him pay the tax, and now that you're downstairs with numbers, with bodies, where do you go? You use so many smokes to cross to this point, you have none left. What options do Ence have?
50 seconds.
You attack into the lower bomb site, you know Sun Pius will be there again with the AWP. You know Boros is going to be quick on the rotation from ramp room.
The only option they want to believe in at this point is overtime. The
Please.
only reality they want to live in is the reality they are in.
What?
Which is a chance for OT.
Doesn't even
a
make any
chance to
sense.
stay alive.
30 seconds.
They've got to do it from a 4v5. And they're going to walk their way down past those double doors.
Oh, I need you to
25
miss.
seconds.
Sun Pius.
The final
Please.
swing of those double doors is open.
Please.
Sun Pius ready to strike.
Please.
He can drop behind cover, but it's a miss.
Neither.
Pius, but he goes back again. And Falcons are bringing them to the end of this road. It was such a romantic story, but I think we're about to get a dose of reality.
No.
Kylar comes down the stairway, but
Oh my
no
God.
Time, no
way.
time.
The time runs out, and that is it. It is Falcons who will progress to the semifinals over Ence.
Oh
They
my.
gave the polls something to shout about.